Hello. I was gonna see if I could talk to the county attorney.
What's it regarding?
Well, I am I'm working on a story. I had a few questions I wanted to ask him.
Hold on for just a second. Let me see if he's available. He's got just a few minutes if you want to come in.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello there.
Hello there. I'm Don Matthews.
Okay.
You are
Which I'm Garrett Smith.
Garrett Smith.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm working on a story, and I was hoping that I could get a few minutes of your time
Okay.
regarding a matter. You may have actually gotten some calls about this, but I was curious about a few deputies that that one of them in particular that's a pretty big concern. A Deputy Green.
Okay.
So there was a matter I'm sure you're aware regarding.
And I am familiar with it. And I guess we have a trial coming up, and so I'm limited on what I can say, at least at this time. But
Right.
I mean, I can answer the questions that I.
Well, yeah, I know you
Try to
can't
do
really
that.
speak on the. I know you can't really speak on the specifics of the case. Obviously, you know what case I'm talking about
I
with
do.
Mr. Grover. But yeah, so outside of that case, I guess one thing that you can address would be back in 2013, Drain was working with the Utah Highway Patrol, and there's several articles that have come out about this with some major channels around here. But he resigned under a cloud of dishonesty in March of 2014 for falsifying reports. In specific, DUIs. He was UHP did a review into his arrest and found that he was falsifying reports. And I've reviewed the body cam with what happened with Mr. Grover, and there's a lot of things, particularly after the arrest. I guess it was really a detainment, but he was under arrest, basically for an extended period of time. Looking through the computer, trying to find anything at all possible that they could charge that guy with. It's just very concerning that, are y'all were y'all just basically desperate for deputies to pick him up? It's somebody that's proven themselves to not be credible like that. What does the county
do you have
have
a
to?
question? Because I don't know.
Well, the question
the
is why.
details of all the things you're bringing up from the past.
Did you know?
All I know is I've been here for the time I've been here,
Right.
and I review the cases that I review, and so I can't really speak to the details of what you're talking about because I'm not aware of them.
Okay.
As far as the body cam itself that you claim to have seen, if it's the video that was posted on YouTube that's been very manipulated, once again, it's an active case that hasn't gone to trial yet, and so I am hoping that as soon as trial's over, we can release it with a grammar request and people can see what actually occurred that day. But
Now I understand
once
you
again,
can't release it until trial, but
right.
but being that the video is already out there and it's public, and you say that it's manipulated, in what ways are you
Well,
saying
did
that
you
that's
see how
manipulated?
it is cut and it's not a full body cam of just showing exactly what happened? It's cut back and forth, and even things are attributed to people saying things that were said by other people. So it's just manipulated that way.
Were you aware of Deputy Green's past with UHP?
I'm not aware of those details.
You're not? Okay. Is it something that you would look into now that's been brought to your attention?
I would
because
Be
that's
happy to look into it. Yeah.
it's certainly a thing on credibility. It definitely goes to the officers.
But what I can speak to is this case, because I have reviewed the body cam. I am the prosecutor that initially filed charges. I don't handle the justice court, but I screened the case, and so I can speak that by viewing the body cam, by viewing it in its entirety, I moved forward with the charges that I thought were appropriate.
So if he's there, because it was a job assignment. If I was a photographer and called out to a place, which was verified, is that looked at as a crime here in Morgan?
No, but that's not what happened here. And like I said, I can't speak to the details because at this point it's a jury trial. And so I have my rules that I can't poison a jury one way or the other, right? And
Of course, yeah.
I'll just not comment on that other than you don't have the full story, and I hope that you do.
Well, that's the whole point of trying to get to the bottom of everything.
Would you be willing to do an interview and follow up on this after the trial?
Absolutely.
Why don't we do that? Just because I'm so limited on what I can say right now, and I don't think it is probably going to be as beneficial to you or as productive when I have to say,
I understand.
sorry, I can't speak to that.
So one other question I wanted to ask while I'm here is, first of all, when is trial set?
It's set on May 20th.
May 20th. Okay. That's in Justice Court, correct?
It is.
All right. And I guess I could probably find out the time closer to that date, or do you have the time right now?
I do not have the time, but let me look at the calendar. That is a Tuesday, so it'll be in the evening.
Okay.
That's when the Justice Court meets, is in the evening.
Got you. Okay. All right. Now,
And remind me your name?
Don
Don.
Matthews. Yeah. So,
And where are you from, Don?
well, I'm around the Ogden area.
Okay.
So, let me ask. So,
Are you independent? Or are you with a group?
I'm with We the People News.
Got it. Okay.
So, now
Oh, excuse me. It looks like it's at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of places have where members of the press can do put in a motion or put in a request to record the trial. Being that this has been a very public ordeal, pre-trial, I would say that, if y'all are confident on your position, it would be a good thing for transparency's sake to have media coverage during the trial. Is that something that you would be able to approve, or is that something that I would need to put in a request, or how would that?
That would be a request to the judge. So I don't control the trial one way or the other. Our office, we present the case, the other side presents their case, but the judge makes the determination. So that's not something within my power to do.
Okay, all right. Like I said, I mean, it's if you're confident about the county's position on that, then that should be something that you would want. I would think, because there's been a lot of pretrial publicity around all this. So I will, over here in Utah, what is the steps for somebody? I haven't been in Utah that long, just a couple of months.
Okay.
But
Where's your accent from?
I've throughout the South. All
Okay.
throughout the South. I've I was in the Marine Corps. I did a lot of traveling, and yeah, all throughout
I
the
love the
South.
southern states
Yeah.
myself. So
Yeah.
like the accent.
Thank you.
That would be something you can reach out if you go to the Morgan County Justice Court.
Okay.
I would reach out to the court there and see what that process would be,
Okay.
because I'm not actually sure.
All right. I'll do that. I may just they're open till 5, right?
I'm not exactly sure. They're not in the building itself.
Okay.
So a justice court judge, he can, well, even our district court judge covers calendars in other jurisdictions. You know.
So they wouldn't be in there today?
No,
Okay.
they don't have an office in the building itself.
Got you.
That would be, you just have to go to the website, Morgan County Justice Court, call the number, or shoot an email over.
Okay. All right. Good deal. Yeah, I was curious about Green because it goes to his character's credibility. You know,
You can
from
send me anything you want me to take a look at, and I'm happy to look into it.
okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, I appreciate your time.
No problem. Thanks for understanding my position and
Yeah.
being willing to follow up after.
And I knew coming in that you were going to, they're very limited on what you were going to be able to talk about because it's something that hasn't been
Still
adjudicated
pending.
yet. So,
Yeah.
but I appreciate you talking to me about the things that you did. I'll definitely look into the process of getting permission from the court to cover it.
Okay.
So,
Sounds
all right, man. Thank you.
Don, take
Yes,
care.
sir.
We'll see you.
See ya.